NCT's new subunit NCT New Team is getting ready for their debut. Before the big day, we'll get a chance to listen to their pre-debut single Hands Up. The group also recently surprised fans with a set of fresh teaser photos on October 17th. There were multiple comments on these teasers, with some mentioning how similar they look to RIIZE's teasers, criticizing SM for being uncreative. Speaking of a lack of creativity, is SM just going to keep calling the group NCT New Team? Because, come on, they can clearly do better. Others commented on how young the members looked and wondered if SM should have waited a bit before debuting them. Well, the excitement for their debut hasn't faltered even a little bit, so stay tuned for more updates. A netizen has made some pretty serious accusations against Mnet and the staff at Paris M Countdown. M Countdown in Paris was held on October 15th at the Paris La Défense Arena, the largest concert hall in Europe. The event featured performances by Dreamcatcher, NCT Dream, Monsta X's Shownoon X Hyungwon, Treasure, and K-Tigers. The event went well, however, a netizen claimed that the security checked the bags of the attendees who were Asian and kicked out those who had cameras in them. The netizen also went on to say that the European attendees were all allowed to enter even though they were all holding cameras. Another Twitter user claimed that all the people that got kicked out of the venue were Asian, accusing the staff members of terrorizing the attendees. Korean netizens were appalled at the reveal, calling the security discriminatory towards Asians and saying that they instill terror towards the attendees. A commenter brought up another point, writing, "They don't cater K-pop to Koreans anymore. Instead, they're trying to fit the taste of foreigners, and Billboard has become more important." A second user brought up the possibility of the people being kicked out actually being sasaengs or fan sites. According to them, one of the attendees they threw out of the venue got aggressive with the security guard, which is why they got handled more forcefully. Another one said, "Fan sites constantly disrespect people's space, but when they're punished for it, suddenly it's discrimination. But when actual discrimination happens in K-pop toward other races, these people don't care at all." Mnet hasn't issued a statement as of October 17th. EXO's Baekhyun became a part of the newly formed virtual music group Heartsteel created for League of Legends. On October 17th, Riot Games made an announcement on their official League of Legends Twitter account introducing the newly formed group. They'll debut with the single Paranoia, which will be available on October 23rd, and fans can pre-save the track on platforms like Spotify and Apple Music. To give you more context, Heartsteel is a 6-member boy band, and Baekhyun has lent his voice to the character Ezreal. It's a collaboration with other talent such as Taiwanese-American rapper Ozzy, Nigerian singer Toby Lau, and American musician Cal Scrubby. Baekhyun is a big fan of League of Legends and has been playing the game for a while, so we bet that he's excited for this. Netizens also expressed joy at having such a talented vocalist being involved with League of Legends, writing comments like, "Oh, it suits Baekhyun. I was expecting this." And "Baekhyun has been playing LOL for a while and ended up landing Ezreal. Congratulations to Baekhyun." That's not the end of our EXO updates though. On October 17th, SBS released a report saying that member Sehun and Chanyeol would be leaving SM for better management of their solo careers. The report said that they joined another agency, one that was founded by Jong-hoon Park, former CEO of IHQ. They allegedly had long discussions with SM and came to the conclusion that they would be continuing their group activities with the company, but will have their solo careers handled by the other company. Netizens were supportive of their decisions, writing, "Of course, with their seniority, it's also time for EXO to go to other companies." Others assumed that the EXO members would eventually all go through the Super Junior route, with all members being in different companies but promoting together in one group, with the group activities managed by SM. However, the report turned out to be false, at least according to SM Entertainment. In response to SBS's claims, SM was quick to issue a statement to the Herald Pop. The agency refuted all reports of Sehun and Chanyeol moving to a different agency, emphasizing the members' commitment to the existing contract signed with EXO members in late 2022. This agreement means EXO's activities will persist under SM. Moreover, SM mentioned that if any EXO member wants to pursue solo projects while still under their exclusive contract, the agency is open to considering arrangements through an agency established by the individual idol. This means that if the members were to establish their own agencies, just like Baekhyun, then they can handle their own activities. Let's see how this all turns out, because people are questioning the validity of SM's statement at the moment. ATTRAKT CEO has spoken up after the report that 50/50's Keena has withdrawn her lawsuit against the company and would be rejoining the agency. CEO Jeon Hong-jun had a phone call with News One on October 17th, where he revealed that he ended up meeting and talking with Keena. On October 16th, she paid a visit to the company, coinciding with her withdrawal of the appeal against the rejection of her request for a temporary contract suspension at Civil Division 25-2 of the Seoul High Court, according to the CEO's statement. He said that Keena cried while she apologized for what what she did and asked to go back to the company. The CEO added, "ATTRAKT and I will of course accept Keena's return." Keena, who was exhausted, said we would talk again after a day or two of rest. He expressed concern after hearing her out, saying that she must be feeling worn out after everything that has happened, especially since she had been training for 7 years and had worked very hard to pursue her dreams of becoming an idol. In response, netizens had nothing but praises for the CEO and his quote-unquote big heart. The comments on the coup had all the same sentiment, saying, "Coming back alone to apologize is of course courageous from her, but the CEO Nim is a saint. And even if it's too late, I hope her and the CEO will do well now. It seems like they've been going easier on her ever since she apologized and are now wondering what the other 3 members will do." Another commenter offered another perspective on this abrupt decision of Keena, suggesting that this wasn't merely a PR move, but a strategic business decision. The user went on to argue that the CEO has been actively seeking the return of the 50/50 members from day one because they still have an opportunity to succeed on an international scale. Following this logic, if he publicly accepts Keena's apology, it might inspire the other girls to reconsider their lawsuit as well. However, Keena's decision has made people wonder about how the other members will be treated by the public now that she has decided to go back to the company, and how she'll approach the situation from now on. Will she say that she was tricked into the lawsuit? Will she speak out against the givers or the other members? It'll be interesting to see how the situation unfolds after these recent developments. The hate against RIIZE member Sohee has reached ridiculous and rather inhumane levels. At first, he received hate for going to the bar as a 19-year-old. Then people started making post after post bashing his visuals and his talents. Now, they're hating on him because of his background, and it's absolutely heartbreaking. A user made a post on Natepan titled, "RIIZE Sohee who's from a dirty spoon." In the post, the user attached childhood pictures of Sohee and started to comment on the housing conditions of his family. It gets worse once you read the caption on the post. The original poster claims that Sohee's family lived in a small rental house and that he couldn't afford to wear braces when he was young because they were very poor. They continued by explaining that he was financially struggling to the point where he had to fund his own vocal academy using the earnings from his part-time job. But instead of praising him for his hard work, the person in question mocked him for his upbringing and family background. Thankfully, people called out this disgusting behavior of the original poster, as did the international fans. A commenter said, "It's because of people like you that I've lost hope in humanity. Do you think that being a dirty spoon is something to be mocked for? People are becoming so scary lately." Even those who claim not to be fans of him agreed that the user was crossing a line by judging him for his upbringing and going as far as to make a post to ridicule him about it. We're actually not sure what the poster was trying to gain by making this post. Were they hoping that others would join in on this and that they would end up hating Sohee just because he wasn't privileged? Again, it's alarming how someone just felt comfortable enough to dig into his past like this and try to put him down because of it. We hope that SM Entertainment takes legal action against this netizen so they can really learn their lesson and try minding their own business in the future. The hate against Sohee is extreme, and we hope that people can start cheering for him more instead of constantly criticizing him for things that he has no control over. Thank you for watching, and we'll be seeing you soon with another video. Bye guys!